winters turn into hot new music? The Minneapolis Sound, a KTCA production. A special encore presentation, Tuesday night at 8. You're watching member-supported Twin Cities Public Television. KTCA TV, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Channel 2.
No. There. Perfect. Now,
Mr. Blackstone?
Yes, Reggie.
Well, we're running a little late.
Why?
Well, remember the lady you sawed in half in the first act?
Yes.
The top of her went out for half a cup of coffee, and she's not back yet.
Well, since we have some time, come on in. I have something I want to show you.
Sure.
You see that cup that's over there on the top of my counter?
Yeah?
Okay. Go over and pick up that cup.
Okay.
Shake them up. There are dice in it. Okay? Now roll them out onto the table.
Okay.
Now, count them up. Add them up.
Sure.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
You got that total?
Sure.
Now pick up any one of those three dice, any one, and look at the bottom of it, and add that amount to your total.
Got it.
Okay? Now that dice that's in your hand, throw that die and add the amount that comes up to your total.
Okay.
Have you done that?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now there's a piece of paper and a pen over there. I want you to write your total down on that piece of paper.
Sure. Let me check one more time. Make sure
All
I
right.
got everything right.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, fine. You've written it down?
Yes, I
Now don't let me see what you've written.
I won't.
Okay, because you've written 16 down on there.
I sure have.
You did it.
That's amazing.
Well, you know, that's just a very special thing that we do. I'll show you another version of that very same thing. Here's
Okay.
one done with one die, and here is a very large playing card that I'll put down here.
All
Now,
right.
shake up that die and roll it out. Okay. Now, pick it up and add the amount that's on the bottom.
Got it.
Okay. Now, divide by 2. In other words, if your total is 6, you'd have
Sure.
3. If it's 4, you'd have 2. You understand? Okay.
I've got it.
And I've predicted that number on this card.
Whoa, whoa, that's impossible. I got you now.
Why? What was your number?
Well, the total was 7.
Right.
Half of 7 is 3.5, and there's no way that card is...
Woohoo. I got you.
Yeah, you did. Wait, how did you do that?
Well, I'll show you. It's exactly the same principle as we had before. You see, whenever you have a die, the top and the bottom of a die add up to 7. 1 and 6 is 7. 4 and 3 is 7. 5 and 2 are 7.
Well, sure.
And half of the number,
7.
7, the answer is 3.5.
You got me. But
You
now,
see?
now, how did you do the other trick with the 3 dice?
Well, it's exactly the same principle. So, use your noodle. Puzzle it out, just like Dirk Niblick.
Oh, darn, the phone rings every time I'm taking out the trash. Hello, Dirk Niblick of the Mother Brigade. Well, you know what I mean. Well said, Mommy dearest. You have a question? Which is more, 1/3 times 48 or 48 times 1/3? What an interesting question, mother of me. But do I have a good answer? Well, yes, as a matter of record, I do. Let me elucidate. Oh, after I answer your question, I can elucidate. Okay, the answer is they are the same. Of course I wouldn't pull your leg. It wouldn't be polite or serve any useful purpose. When you multiply any 2 numbers together, you can do it in either order. The product is always the same. What is a product? The product is the answer. Remember that rule, Mummykins. Multiplying any two numbers together can be done in either order, and the product is always the same. Oh, I'm sorry, Mommy dearest. I didn't mean to sound like a smarty pants. Yes, I will brush my teeth, and thank you for the devastating put-down.
Hi, I'm Reggie Cathy, and welcome to Square One Squares, the game show where you separate mathematical fact from fiction. And now, meet the chief separator of them all, the top square himself, Mr. Larry Cedar.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Square One Squares. How you doing there? Today we're going to be playing a great game. We're going to be finding out whether you can tell the difference between mathematical truth or mathematical fiction. Before we get started, I would love for you to meet my assistant for today, Cynthia Darlow.
Hi, Larry.
All right, and our players for today from Square One TV, the ever so intelligent and witty Beverly Mickens and Louisa LeShin. Yeah. And our contestants for today, representing red, is Ken. How you doing, Ken?
Good.
All right. You got some hobbies there, Ken? You like to play?
Well, I like to play sports.
Sports? What kind of sports?
Soccer.
Soccer. That's a real popular one these days. All right, well, good luck with the game. And representing blue is Danielle. How are you today?
Good.
Good. What other hobbies do you have? I know you like to dance.
Yeah, and I like to play baseball also.
Baseball. Great. All right. Well, you know the rules of the game, but I'm going to go over them anyways just so we can refresh our memories. The object of the game is to get 3 squares in a row, just like tic-tac-toe, either vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. To start things off, we're going to give away the middle square. We're going to call that a wild square. That can be used by either blue or red at any time during the game. Now, here's the way we play. I will ask you to pick a square. I will then ask our players a mathematical question. One of them will answer with the truth. However, one of them will answer with a bluff. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to tell. It's up to you to determine which of them is telling the truth. If you're right, your square gets the color. Your color gets the square. If you're wrong, your opponent's color will get the square. All right, now before the game, we flipped a coin. I believe, Ken, you won the toss. All right, so pick a square.
S.
S, the top left square. The first question is a video question, so keep your eye on the monitor. There you have a diagram. Here's the question. Is it possible to draw this shape without lifting your pen from the paper and without retracing any of the lines? Beverly.
Okay, no, Ken, it is not possible. It's a circle with a line segment running through it. You have to draw one and then the other.
Okay, thank you. And Louisa, your answer.
Ken, they do not call her Bluffing Bev for nothing. Okay, it can be done. You can draw part of the line segment, then draw the circle, and then finish the line segment.
All right, they both seem sincere. Let's go back over to you, Ken. You've heard the answers for the square. Who's telling the truth?
Louisa.
Your choice is Louisa. Will the truth teller please stand?
Yes!
Yes, you're absolutely right. Red gets the S square. Very good. You're off to a great start, Ken. Louisa. Now, that was tough to visualize. Can you tell me how you came up with that answer?
Okay, well, here's one way of doing it. There. And there's another way of doing it. And there are other ways to solve the problem, too.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe you could try at home to try to figure some of those other ways out. Let's move on to Danielle. Pick a square.
U.
U, top right square. Here we go with the question. As you can see, Cynthia has prepared an exhibit of cardboard sculptures. Now, when she cuts the first one and takes it apart, you see a circle. Cynthia will now cut through the second cone like this. Here's the question. What kind of shape will you see when she takes the cone apart? A or B? There's choice B, and there is choice A. Now, when she takes
A.
All right.
Danielle, this time I'm not bluffing. It's B. It really is. It's B.
Okay.
It's A.
You cut the cone. Which shape will you get? A or B? Danielle, your answer.
B.
All right. You choose Beverly with B. Will the truth teller remain standing? Absolutely right.
Good choice.
Who gets the U square?
Yes.
Very, very good. This is a very close game. Beverly, how'd you come up with that answer?
Yeah, sure, I'll tell you. If Cynthia would kindly remove the pieces of the cone, presto, it's an ellipse. Just
There
like
you
figure
have
B. A perfect fit.
Very good. Thank you very much. A very tough one to visualize, but you did it, Danielle, and we're going back to you, Ken. Pick a square.
V.
V, bottom right square. That will give you 3 in a row and the win. So concentrate real hard here. Here we go. It's a video question. Keep your eye on the monitor. Now, the results are just in from the preteen pizza eating contest. Here's some of the results. You'll notice Joel ate 2 large pizzas, and Kathy ate 7/3 large pizzas. Here's the question. Who ate more pizza, Joel or Kathy? Louisa.
Ken, Kathy's a very dear friend of mine, and she definitely ate more pizza. 7/3 is more than 2.
All right. Beverly, your answer.
Okay, Ken, like George Washington, I cannot tell a lie. 7/3 is a fraction, so it has to be less than 1. That means that Joel ate more pizza.
There you have your answers. Think it over there, Ken, for a second. Take a look at the players. Who is telling the truth for the square and the win?
Louisa.
Your choice is Louisa. Will the truth teller please stand?
Beverly's not George Washington.
There you have it. Red gets the square. You got 3 in a row. Sensational. Way to go. Fantastic. Now, Louisa, that was very difficult. How did you come up with that answer?
Okay. Now, on the top is the amount of pizza Joel ate. 2 pizzas. On the bottom is the amount of pizza Kathy ate. 3/3, 6/3, 7/3. As anyone can plainly see, or even if you eat it with anchovies, 7/3 is equal to 2 and 1/3 pizzas, and Kathy ate more pizza.
Now, I know that you have great cognitive abilities, Louisa, but tell me, were you eating pizza last night? Is that how you figured that out?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Well, that was great. Thank you for your explanation. Whoa, that was a close game, but you got it real quick there. And Danielle, I have to tell you, you did a super job. But I tell you, Ken was right there with those answers. And thank you, players, very much for playing so well. You get a runner-up prize of a Square One TV sweatshirt. There you have it. And you, Ken, for playing so well, congratulations on getting the win. You get a Square One TV sweater. There you go. We'd like to have you back again sometime to play. Would you like to do that? All right, difficult game, but you really hung in there, both of you. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you, Cynthia, for helping out. Thank you, players. You did a great job as usual. Thank you, Reggie, Kathy, and from all of us. See you next time on Square One Square. Bye-bye.
By the way I move, the cut of my hair. But these squares are cool, they're nobody's fool. People call them the perfect squares, square numbers. Woo! You take any whole number, multiply it by itself. Find the product if you dare. You'll see it's a perfect square, square number. 1. 1 times 1. 4. 2 times 2, 9. 3 times 3.
That's an uncomfortable position. Could you help me out? Thank you.
Perfect squares are hipper than hip. They're the numbers of the hour. All you got to do is take a whole number, raise it to the second power. 16, 4 squared.
36.
6 squared.
14.
2 times 7.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute.
What's wrong, brother?
14 is not a square number.
Oh, brother, I know it is. I know 2 times 7 equals 14.
Yeah, 2 times 7, not 2 times 2, not 7 times 7. That's 14 and not a square number, man.
Oh, but I want it to be a square number.
Okay, keep cool, man. Now you're a square number. You see, that's 144, 12 times 12. Square number.
Thank you, man.
Don't mention it, man. Just walk tall and be proud.
You're a square number.
These squares are stars. They're gonna go far. They can do an amazing thing. Arrange the stars into equal rows. You can make a square. Look in the air. 4, 2 squared. 9, 3 squared. 16, 4 squared.
take a stand. We'll never hold a candle to my friends, the perfect squares.
25. 5 times 5, 100. 10 times 10, 10,000. 100 times 164. 8 squared. 36. 6 squared.
I did it again. I don't think I can move. Help. Help. I think I'll rip my pants. This is a very awkward position. Hey, don't split. Oh, wait. I'm moving. I'm moving.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Monday, 9:43 a.m., and the Cubs had just won a pair from the Dodgers. The Rams had lost in Orange County, and I got some new socks from Banana Republic. But something was missing. My partner, Kate Mundy, who works the day watch out of Mathnet, was laid up with a bad knee. She'd torn some ligaments in it, and her leg was in a cast. She was at home recuperating. My name is Frankly. I'm a mathematician, a lonely mathematician. Luckily, things had been rather quiet crime-wise since Kate had been out. In fact, the only case I was working on at the moment was hardly a case at all. More like a six-pack. There had been a series of vandalisms at a handful of banks in the valley. Nothing was taken, no one was hurt, and I couldn't figure a motive. Bank pranks is what I had dubbed them. No large shuffling of pasteboards. You know, no big deal. Mathnet, Frankly. Who? Oh, Kate. I thought you said wait. Golly, Kate, you're a sight for sore eyes. Oh, not much. Just going through the mail. Doesn't seem to be much. How's your knee?
My knee itches, George.
That means it's healing, Kate.
It means it's itching, George.
How was your weekend?
Believe it or not, I didn't do much.
I did. Martha and I went to a party.
Uh-huh.
Had a ball. I won first prize.
It was a costume party?
Yes, and I didn't know it till I got there.
You won first prize at a costume party without dressing up? What did you win for?
TV game show host. You need anything? Magazines, candy, model airplanes?
Model airplanes?
My mom always bought me model airplanes when I was sick.
I'm not sick, George. I have a bum knee.
And you still won't tell your old pard how it happened, huh, Kate?
No. It's embarrassing. Please stop asking.
Okay, okay. Don't get so touchy. Listen, I've got to get to work. Can't afford to lie around all day like some people I know.
George, I'll have you know.
Kate, I'll talk to you real soon. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Goodbye, George.
Gee, I wish Kate were here. We could play What Do We Know? Well, can't cry over spilled partners. I'll play What Do I Know? All right, George. What do I know? I'm glad I asked me that question. Yes, I know that 5 banks in the past few days have been pranked. Pranked, you say? What does that mean? It means simply this, me. This pin represents the first bank. About 10 in the a.m., the alarm system went off and drove everyone out of the building. This is the second bank prank. Someone put sulfur in the air conditioning system, and it sprayed rotten egg gas and drove about 50 customers and employees out of the bank. But again, no money was stolen. At this bank, someone cut the power and the computers went out so they couldn't do any business. You know something, me? I like it better when Kate is here. Because when she's here, I don't have to talk out loud to myself.
I was wondering who you were speaking with, George.
Debbie, I didn't know you were here. I was just...
Uh-huh. How is Kate, George?
Not too good, Debbie. She sprained her knee.
I know that, George. How's she feeling today?
I think she's getting cabin fever. You know, tired of being cooped up. She's as jumpy as a puppet on a string.
You working on the bank pranks, George?
Uh-huh. I was looking for patterns. 5 banks have been pranked, and I don't get it.
But the customers did.
True. Here, the alarm system went haywire. Here, rotten egg gas. A power outage. The locks got stuck and no one could get out. The computers were down.
Pretty senseless.
I'll say.
I've put together some information for you. You know, time of day, location, assets, type of bank, whether they validate.
Thanks, Debbie. Mathnet, frankly. A what? Sure. I think I'll start you out with an easy one. Piper Cub.
Did your Piper give birth?
That was Kate. She wants a model airplane. She is a pretty bored mathematician.
I'll crunch a few more numbers on the bank prank case. Say hello to Kate.
Hello, Kate.
When you see her, George.
I sure will, Debbie.
George? Hi, George.
Hi, Kate.
Come on out. The door's open. Hi, Mrs. Selkirk.
Hello, Kate. How are you feeling?
Getting better. Thanks.
Oh, that's good.
Yo, Kate, I'm on my way to the market. You need anything?
No, Ambrose, but thanks for asking.
Would you get me some cat food? Oh, sure. No problem. Oh, that's nice of you.
Come in.
Hi, Kate. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Pard. How are things at the shop?
Fine. Brought you some flowers.
In a file folder?
Oh, here.
They're lovely. What are they?
Flowers? You've got a great pard, Pad. I mean, Pad, pard.
Thanks, George.
Your mom and dad? Or is it a furnished apartment? Oh, I almost forgot. Here is the model plane.
It's a beaut.
You'll love it when it's built. You can either fly it or hang it up in your room. Mine's in my room.
Sit down, George. Oh, before you do, maybe you could put these in some water.
With these flowers?
There's a vase in the kitchen.
Sure thing. You aren't missing much at Mathnet HQ. You know, headquarters. It's as dead as the La Brea tar pits in March.
George, you have no idea how much I've missed you.
Sorry, Kate. Did you get a new lens?
Mm-hmm. It's a new telephoto zoom lens. When you turn this, it makes things look 3 times closer.
Be careful with that, you clumsy person.
What's that?
That delicate electronic equipment. If you've broken any of it, I'm not going to pay you a penny. Do you hear me?
Just another one of my neighbors. I've certainly gotten to see a lot more of them since I've been laid up. I call him Mr. Cuckoo.
He's nuts?
Nuts about clocks. Must have 50 of them. What's this, George?
Some info that Debbie got out of her DB. You know, database. About the bank pranks. I haven't had a chance to go over it yet.
Still no idea as to why anyone would trash these banks.
Nope. Wish I'd get more excited about it, but there's hardly been any crime committed, you know?
Yes, but nevertheless. George, are these banks listed in the order in which they were pranked?
Well, these are listed alphabetically. Why?
Maybe there's a pattern in the sequence.
Well, the first one was the Last National Bank.
Uh-huh.
The next was, let me see, the Average National Bank.
Go on.
The third was the Calendar National, and...
Let me try. The fourth was Plummer's Savings and Loan, and the fifth was next to the Last National Bank.
That's right. How did you figure that out?
Look at this. Look at the assets. The first has around 10 million. The second in the 20 millions, the third in the 30s, and so on.
But what does that tell us? Nobody took anything.
Hello? Oh, hi, Debbie. I'm a little better. It itches. How about you? That's good. He's right here. Debbie wants you.
Hi, Debbie. This is Frankly, Mathnet. Bernie Woodward? You're the reporter who works for the Post, sure. Oh, really? 11:30? What? Another bank?
Another bank prank?
What did they do?
Ask her about the assets. Ask her about the assets.
I see. Hold on a minute, Debbie. Kate, somebody set up the fire alarm sprinkler system at Farmers Trustee Bank.
Ask her about the assets.
Is that clock right?
No, it's been broken for months. It's 11 o'clock. Ask her about the assets.
Tell Woodward I'll be there, Debbie. Kate wants to know what assets the Farmers Trustee Bank has. 64,593,008. Thanks.
George, it fits my pattern.
"100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Luciano Pavarotti, one of the world's most admired singers, has asked 7 singers he admires to join him for a remarkable concert in Avery Fisher Hall. Some are already world-renowned artists, others will be. Each is his choice for this extraordinary musical event. Next time on Live from Lincoln Center.
Tonight at 7, here on Channel 2.
Next time on Newton's Apple, horse jumping, the dynamics of beauty and power. Astronaut Jeff Hoffman combines work and play.
It looks almost like slow motion, doesn't it?
And meet a bird that could ambush a banana. Join us in the next Newton's Apple.
KT